everybody, so this might look like a weird start to a dumpster diving video, but that's because it's not a dumpster diving video. A lot of you have been asking what we've been up to and why we haven't posted a video in about a year. Well, there's a lot of different reasons to that, but mostly we've just been really busy. And we just bought this 12-acre property, so we've been doing a lot of research and trying to learn as much as we can about homesteading and living off the grid, because that's exactly what we plan on doing here. So if any of you are interested, we're probably going to be posting some videos about that. And if you're not interested, we could just start a completely separate channel if people would rather us keep that separate. So let us know in the comments down below if you'd rather us start a separate channel for homesteading or living off grid, or if you'd like to incorporate that into the dumpster diving channel, because more than likely we're going to be using a lot of stuff we get from dumpster diving to build our completely bare homestead. There's nothing on here, no building, no structure, no nothing. It's just land. So we are going to be starting from scratch with pretty much nothing. We don't have a truck, we don't have a trailer, we don't have a tractor. We have a Honda Civic. So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. But I think it's going to be fun. I'm super excited. I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of the property. The river is on the other side. It's a riverfront property, 12.3 acres, absolutely beautiful. And I will give you guys a quick tour. So I'll try to make this as quick as possible and not bore you. But this is the start of the property. It has this gate. That's the only thing the property came with. It doesn't line up, but we can still close it, so that's okay. So then you come here. This is a 1 acre patch that they used to cut for hay. They also used to have cows here, so it's actually quite fertile land over here. And they have built a dike all the way around the property. It's built up here so that if it ever floods, it's protected. So that's really good reassurance. Almost the whole property is fenced off. So this is an acre right here, which we are going to use for a garden. We got a load of hay bales and a load of topsoil delivered. So we are going to be doing a no-dig garden here. We'll probably make a video on that if anybody's interested. So then there's a driveway that goes all around the property, but it's been pretty neglected and needs a lot of TLC from us to keep it upkept. So everything is very long right now. There are frogs absolutely everywhere. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, cute little guy. Some of them aren't so cute. Then we come here. This is 2 acres right here of bush. Very dense bush, mostly birch. There's willow, dogwood. There's some chokecherry trees. There's wild roses all over the property. We have tons of different kinds of wildflowers that are just beautiful. I don't know much about wildflowers, but I'm excited to learn. There's lots of wild roses. So this is 2 acres of bush right here. Then it opens up to a little patch right there. I will speed up till I get there. Alright, so here we're at the opening. This gives a nice little opening here where we have put up a tarp shelter. We got that for $200 used on a buy and sell website, and we've brought our shed here from the place we were renting. That was quite an interesting experience. Actually, I'll insert a clip right here of how that went to give you a little bit of an idea. This is what you call redneck building moving. Luckily it was only a $300 shed. Otherwise I wouldn't be so happy about this. So yeah, now that you've seen that, it's pretty surprising that it's still in one piece, but it is. So originally we were going to put the house trailer we're moving right here because we thought it was a nice shaded area, but the afternoon gets way too much sun there, so we have decided to move it into that clearing over there, which I will show you. So far we have gotten A-base and railway ties delivered for the foundation of the trailer we're getting. It's not really a house trailer. It's an Atco construction trailer with an addition. So it's one of those construction trailers the construction workers use on the job site, but somebody turned it into a cabin with an addition. So we paid $5,000 for that. So we are putting the house trailer in this opening right here. It's a super nice shaded area, and I will show you that. Right here is an open pathway that goes straight down to the river, and back that way is also the river, so it goes around the property. As you can see, the grass is extremely long. Tons of different types of wildflowers. They're absolutely beautiful. I apologize again for the lawnmower. So this is where we are going to put the trailer. It's a nice open spot here surrounded by trees. There's such nice shade. With the super hot days we've been having, we come here and it is so nice and cool. So for living off-grid, I think that's going to be perfect. So far we've also brought this shed. That's a little tin shed we got on a buy and sell website for $150. No, sorry, it was $100 because we got 2 of them for $200. We built a base on it, all from lumber from the dumpster, and we just got all of these beehives for free on a buy and sell website, so we're real excited to try and start bees in the future. This was all free material that we got from buy and sell websites and the dumpster. Then I will take you guys over to the river to show you that. On this side here, this is a government service road, but there's no plans of ever making a road there in the future because it would run directly through the river and it goes straight back into Crown land, and that's all government-owned land. So I can't see any reason for them ever needing to build a road. At least we can hope so. So this here is another 2 acres of bush. So there's this 2 acres of bush, then there's that 2 acres of bush. So we have about 4 acres of bush in total. It's a 12-acre property, so surrounding it is kind of the cleared areas. So I will speed up until we get to the river. Okay, so here we are where it opens up once again to more open land, and the river is just along there. We had put up this pop-up canopy that we got actually from the dumpster, and it was in perfect condition until a storm we had 2 days ago, which completely bent the frame of it. So luckily we had it anchored down. It didn't go flying into the river, but it's pretty bent up, that's for sure. So this is another about an acre of open land. And then here we are coming up to our little maple forest, which we are super excited for because this last spring we tapped maple syrup on our rental property for the first time, and it was amazing. So we are so thankful that there are maple trees on this property. That is a huge bonus for us. And these wildflowers, like, I don't know what these are, but just absolutely beautiful. Some people are probably like, that's a weed, but to me they're beautiful. So the previous owner had planted these trees here. They've been pretty destroyed by woodpeckers. They're dripping a lot of their sap, which absolutely smells amazing. But they've really done a number on these trees. So here we are at the river. There are beavers that live just upstream, at least we assume they're upstream, which is that way. And we've seen a couple of them. They are absolutely adorable, but they are definitely destructive, and they're trying to take down a lot of these maple trees. So we want to do something about that. But I just won't talk for a second and just listen. I guess it's not that peaceful because there's a lawnmower going. But I just can't even describe how peaceful this property is. From coming from living right in town on a main street across from a gas station, when you come out here you realize like how stressed you actually are all the time, because out here it just feels so different and you can actually relax. And we do not have a lot of money, so we didn't get like rich on YouTube and all of a sudden buy a property. We had help buying this property. Well, we're paying for it all ourselves, but luckily we had help to get a loan at the bank so that we can make this possible, because We want to live as cheap as possible and be as self-sufficient as possible. So I think that's going to be really interesting. We got some solar panels out of the dumpster actually, and many other things that will help us for living off-grid. We have the river for fish. We want to get animals, but we're not going to rush into everything because we don't want to be completely overwhelmed. So we don't have a well on the property. We need to figure out a way to pump water. And in a Canadian winter, when it gets to minus 45 degrees, it's going to be very hard. That's degrees Celsius, obviously. It's going to be very hard to find a way to keep water from not freezing, so that's going to be our challenge. I'm not so worried about heating with a wood stove and that, because it's a small area, that should be easy, but it's going to be the water situation. That's going to be our biggest challenge. From what we know, this river doesn't usually freeze solid, but it has happened and it could happen, so we may have to haul water from town or something. We'll see. The closest town from where we are is, well, the closest town that actually has any kind of store is 30 minutes, and the closest actual city is about an hour and a half. So there's no cell service here. It is pretty off the grid. There's hydro that runs on the road by the gate, so we could technically get connected to hydro. It wouldn't be too hard, but we don't want to be connected to hydro. We want as few bills as possible. So yeah, this is the river. I hope I'm not boring you with my talking. I apologize. These are all maple trees once again. And we don't own anything on that side of the river. We only own up to this side of the river. So we're super excited to do some fishing. It's absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, this is really bent up from the storm we had. But it's still standing thanks to our anchoring. You can see here, this is where the beavers have been working. These were living maple trees, but they have already taken these two down. That one, every time we come look, it's a little bit further. I don't know why they've been taking so long on taking these down. But they make absolutely beautiful wood chips. Absolutely beautiful. So that's a bonus from the destroyed trees, at least. I am sorry the original ending to this video somehow ended up getting deleted, so I'm just going to leave you with this beautiful scenery of the river and the sunset. I hope you enjoyed this video. We just wanted to give you a quick update of what we've been up to. We hope to start making dumpster diving videos soon. We've just had a lot going on and no time. So please let us know if we are okay with us keeping this all on one channel, or if we should start a new one for the off-grid and homesteading stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you all in the next video.